Good evening to all pro wrestling fans from all over the world of all shapes and sizes. Welcome to another Pro Wrestling Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. So, back for more pro wrestling tournament updates. And we're going to mainly discuss three for this video. First off, I'm going to give an update on the current standings of the Pro Wrestling Noah N-1 Victory 2024 tournament. Then I'm going to switch gears to World Wonder Ring Stardom and go over the current standings of the 5-Star Grand Prix 2024. And then I'm going to finish off with New Japan Pro Wrestling's G1 Climax 34 current standings. It's been a lot of progress, and the G1 Climax is getting very close to the end. The preliminary block matches have been completed. The playoffs have already started. We're actually up to the semifinal matchups. So I'll go over everything that's happened up to that point, as well as the other tournaments. So got a lot to absorb. A whole lot to absorb. So let's go ahead and let's jump right into it. We're going to start off with the N-1 Victory 2024 tournament. So let me go ahead and get my spreadsheet opened up. Alrighty. Okay, here we go. We're going to start off with Block A, as usual. Let's get into it. All right, N-1 Victory 2024, Block A. So far, let's see, starting at the bottom. Unfortunately, of course, Atsushi Kotoke had to forfeit this tournament due to injury, which many may say this tournament might be cursed because originally it was supposed to be Go Shiozaki, but then, he's recovering from injury. Atsushi Kotoke was the replacement, and then he got injured. So, unfortunately, didn't end well for him. Finished with a final record of 0-7, no points. He did have 2 matches, but they were losses to Dragon Bane and Josh Briggs. And then he ended up forfeiting the rest of the matches due to injury. So, speedy recovery for him, as well as Go Shiozaki as well. Okay, next up we have a competitor right now sitting at 4 points total with a record of 2-3, and that is Masa Kitamiya. Right now, his 2 wins, he has the 1 win over Jack Morris and the forfeit over Atsushi Kotoke, but 3 losses to Dragon Bane, Luis Mante, and Josh Briggs. Really bummed. Really bummed because I was hoping he would do better. I was hoping he would do much better. And yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's going to be really tough for him. And to be honest, I mean, he's only got 2 matches left. With only 4 points, I mean, he's still technically in it, but honestly, he's in danger of elimination. Let me go ahead and mark this. Yeah, he's actually in danger of elimination. He can't afford another loss. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. All right. Next up, we got 2 competitors with 5 points each, which are Kaito Kiyomiya and Ryohei Oiwa. Let's look at let's look at Ryohei Oiwa. He has a record right now of 2-2-1 for 5 points. He has the 2 wins over, one over Jack Morris, and then the forfeit over Atsushi Kotoge. He's got the 2 losses to Luis Mante and Josh Briggs, and he has the 1 draw with Kaito Kiyomiya. So it's been kind of an interesting tournament for him, but he's hanging in there. 2 matches left. I mean, he's definitely still in it. Definitely still in it. And then Kaito Kiyomiya, of course, he's the current GHC heavyweight champion. 5 points. He has a record of 2-1-1. So 2-1-1. He's got 2 victories over Dragonbane, and he's got the forfeit victory over Atsushi Kotoge. He's got the 1 loss to Luis Mante and the 1 draw with Ryohei Oiwa. And he's got 3 matches left. Yeah, he's got 3 matches left. So we'll see how that goes. All right. We have 3 competitors sitting at 6 points apiece. They are Jack Morris, Dragonbane, and Josh Briggs. Let's take a look at Josh Briggs. Right now he's got a record of 3-1. He's got victories over Atsushi Kotoge, Masa Kitamiya, and Ryohei Oiwa. He has the 1 loss to Jack Morris. So not bad for the NXT superstar Josh Briggs. Doing pretty good. He's got 3 matches left. But yeah, he's been doing good. Been doing really good. Dragonbane. He's got a record of 3-2 for 6 points. He's got victories over Luis Mante, Masa Kitamiya, and Atsushi Kotoge. And he has the 2 losses to Kaito Kiyomiya and Jack Morris. So, he's got 2 matches left, but not too bad. Not too bad. All right. We also have Jack Morris, 3-2, 6 points as well. He's got victories over Josh Briggs, Dragonbane, and the forfeit victory over Atsushi Kotoge, and the 2 losses to Masa Kitamiya and Ryohei Oiwa. And he's got 2 matches left. But yes, still very much in it. Because don't forget, it's the top 2. The top 2 of each block advance. Let's see. And then we have 1 sitting at the top who's leading the A block with 8 points on a 4-1 record, and that is Luis Mante from Dragon Gate. He's got the 4 wins over Kaito Kiyomiya, Masa Kitamiya, Ryohei Oiwa, and the forfeit victory over Atsushi Kotoge. And he's got the 1 loss to Dragonbane. So he's got 2 matches left. But in a pretty good position. But like I said, it's still pretty tight. It's still pretty tight. But we'll see how it goes. We'll definitely see how it goes. But yeah, Luis Mante at the top of the A block. All right, let me get a sip of coffee. All right, let's go to the B block. B block. Now, we have 2 competitors sitting at the bottom with 2 points. And they are Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr. and Alpha Wolf. Now, unfortunately, Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr. Had to withdraw from the tournament due to injury. So his final standings were 1-6 for 2 points. He did have one victory over Oka Sasaki, but he had 2 losses to Yoshiki Inamura and Alpha Wolf, and the rest of his matches were forfeit due to injury. So, really tough break for Dr. Wagner Jr., but hopefully a speedy recovery for him. And then Alpha Wolf right now has a 1-3 record, only 2 points. He has the 1 victory over Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr., but 3 losses to Oka Sasaki, Tavion Heights, and Yoshiki Inamura. So, he's got 3 matches left, and honestly, I'm not even so sure. I mean, he still has a chance, but he's going to have to win out. But he's definitely in danger. Definitely in danger. All right. We have one competitor with 4 points total right now on a record of 2-2, and that's Oka Sasaki, which I believe he is the current GHC national champion, I believe. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. His 2 victories were over Alpha Wolf and Yoshiki Inamura, but his 2 losses were to Keno and Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr. He has 3 matches left. Still very much in this tournament. All right. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 competitors, all with 6 points. And they are Manobu Soya, Yoshiki Inamura, Titus Alexander, and Tavion Heights. Let's take a look at Tavion Heights from NXT. So 3-2. He's got victories over Keno, which was a phenomenal match. Quite an upset, but it was actually a phenomenal match. But yeah, he beat Keno, beat Alpha Wolf, has the forfeit victory over Dr. Wagner Jr., and his 2 losses were to Manobu Soya and Titus Alexander. He's got 2 matches left, but Tavion Heights looking really good in this tournament. Not bad at all. All right, let's look at Titus Alexander, of course, from West Coast Pro. Titus Alexander, 3-2, 6 points. He's got victories over Tavion Heights, Yoshiki Inamura, and the forfeit victory over Dr. Wagner Jr. His 2 losses were to Keno and Manobu Soya. Put up a great fight with Keno, but just couldn't pull off the victory. But, 2 matches left. He still has a good chance in this tournament, so definitely not over for him. Yoshiki Inamura, which kudos to him. He's had a much better tournament this year than he did last year, that's for sure. 3-2, 6 points. He's got victories over Manobu Soya, Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr., and Alpha Wolf, and his 2 losses were to Oka Sasaki and Titus Alexander. But yeah, 2 matches left, but he's having a really good tournament. So definitely happy for him. And then Manobu Soya, 3-2, 6 points. He's got victories over Titus Alexander, Tavion Heights, and the forfeit over Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr. And the 2 losses were to Keno and Yoshiki Inamura. He's got 2 matches left. And then we got one competitor sitting at the top of the B block with a record of 4-1 with 8 points, and that is Keno. Keno has got victories over Titus Alexander, Oka Sasaki, Manobu Soya, and the forfeit over Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr. And the one loss was to Tavion Heights. The big upset. Probably the biggest upset of this whole tournament. So, good stuff there. Keno has the lead. So, yeah, definitely very tight in the B block. Let's go back to the A block and let's look at the next upcoming matchups for this tournament. So, it looks like the next matchups, let's see here. So, looks like August, okay, there's some for August 17th and 18th. So, 17th and 18th, that's Saturday and Sunday. So, let's take a look at the 17th. The 17th, let's see. Oh, we got Josh Briggs versus Kaito Kiyomiya. Oh, that should be really good. That'll be a good challenge for him. Josh Briggs, Kaito Kiyomiya. That should be a really good challenge. We also got, let's see, we got Jack Morris versus Luis Mante. That should be a good one. That should be a really good one. And then on the 18th, we got, let's see, we got Luis Mante versus Josh Briggs. That should be really good. And then we got Masa Kitamiya versus Kaito Kiyomiya. Ooh, that's going to be a really tough matchup for Masa Kitamiya. Because he's gotta keep winning. He's got to win out in order to have a shot. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, those are the next two dates for the A block. And for the B block, let's see. They got matches on the 17th and 18th as well. So, let's see, the 17th. Manobu Soya versus Ulka Sasaki. That should be really good. Let's see. We got Keno versus Alpha Wolf. Okay. Nice, nice. And then on the 18th, let's see. We got Manobu Soya versus Alpha Wolf. We also got Ulka Sasaki versus Titus Alexander. That should be really good. And then we got Tavion Heights versus Yoshiki Inamura. Okay, got quite a number of variety of matchups coming up for this weekend. So that's Saturday and Sunday. But yeah, should be good. Should be really good. Oh yeah, let me go ahead and save it, just in case I hadn't saved it. But yeah, good stuff, good stuff. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and let's switch gears to the 5-star Grand Prix of World Wonder Ring Stardom. And it has gotten to be quite an interesting tournament so far. It's been very interesting. We already got some folks in danger of elimination, and we even have some folks that are mathematically eliminated. It's crazy. It's really crazy. Let's take a look. Alrighty. Here we are. We are starting from Red Stars A in the 5-star Grand Prix of 2024. So, right now, we got one competitor sitting at the bottom with a record of 0-3, and that is the Pineapple Girl of Cosmic Angels, Yuna Mizumori, who won the qualifier to be a part of this Red Stars A block, but has not had a good tournament. 0-3 with losses to Maika, Natsupoi, and Manami. She has 3 matches left, and in order for her to even have a shot, she's got to win out. She's got to win out. I don't see it happening, but it's not impossible. But with Unimon, I don't see it. I don't see it. So she's probably going to be eliminated soon. All right, next up, we have One competitor with a record of 0, 3, and 1 with 1 point is Ruka. So no victories. She has 3 losses to Hazuki, Natsupoi, and Konami, and has 1 draw with Manami. She has 2 matches left. She's technically still in it as of now, but she has to win out. But honestly, I think with how the other competitors might do, she's probably getting ready to be eliminated. I think it's coming. So, yeah. But technically still in it. As crazy as that sounds. Alright, we have 3 competitors on the board with 4 points apiece. They are Hazuki, Natsupoi, and Konami. Let's take a look at Konami. Konami. She has a record of 2 and 2. She's got victories over Ruka and Hazuki, but losses to Manami and Maika. She's got 2 matches left. But yeah, still very much in this tournament. Alright, next up, Natsupoi. Natsupoi has a record of 2 and 1 with 4 points. She has 2 victories over Yuna Mizumori and Ruka, but the 1 loss to Maika. And she's got 3 matches left. But yep, still very much in it. And then we have Hazuki from Stars. 2 and 1 record, 4 points. She's got victories over Ruka and Manami, and the 1 loss to Konami. And she's got 3 matches left. Alright. We have 1 competitor with 5 points on a record of 2, 1, and 1. And that is Manami from Sendai Girls. Manami having a pretty decent tournament. 2, 1, and 1. 2 victories over Konami and Yuna Mizumori. The victory over Konami, that was a big upset. She has 1 loss to Hazuki and a draw with Ruka. And she's got 2 matches left. But Manami, not bad. Not bad. She probably won't advance. I don't think she will, but you never know. You never know. But she's currently in 2nd place right now. And then sitting at the top of the Red Stars A with an undefeated 3-0 record with 6 points total is Maika. Maika, 3-0, victories over Yuna Mizumori, Konami, and Natsupoi. And she has 3 matches left. So she's looking very strong in this tournament. Has yet to be defeated. You know what? Let's go ahead and take a look at next matchups for the Red Stars A. And it looks like August 18th. So looks like we're going to have Maika versus Ruka. So Maika has an opportunity to go ahead and knock Ruka out of the tournament this Sunday. Let's see. We also have Hazuki versus Yuna Mizumori. Ooh. Yeah, I don't like Yuna's chances. She's probably going to eat another loss and be knocked out. I don't see her beating Hazuki. But those are the next matches. And then, oh, we got Natsupoi versus Konami. Ooh, that should be really good. That should be really good. I think that may be the matchup to really see out of this Red Stars A. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. But yeah, right now your top 2, Manami at number 2, and number 1, Maika. All right, let's go to Red Stars B. Red Stars B, the super stacked Red Stars B. All right. So we have 2 ladies sitting at the bottom with 0 points. And they are Tam Nakano and Momo Watanabe. Momo Watanabe, an abysmal 0-4, 0 points, with losses to Tomoka Inaba, Mei Seira, Azumi, and Mayu Iwatani. She only has 2 matches left. And unfortunately for her, she has been mathematically eliminated. And the funny thing is, word is, I believe she is about to be getting a title shot at the NJPW Strong Women's Championship, currently held by Mercedes Moné at Capital Collision August 30th. So, even though she's out of the 5-Star Grand Prix, she's going to be getting a title shot soon. So, at least she has that, but dang. Oh, man. I did not expect her to be 0-4. Like, yeah, I did not really expect that, but sucks for the Dark Peach. And then we got Tam Nakano, the leader of Cosmic Angels. Abysmal. 0-3 record, 0 points. Losses to Saya Ida, Azumi, Mayu Iwatani. And that loss to Saya Ida, oh man, that one stung. That one definitely stung. And due to Azumi and Tomoka Inaba's recent victories, this actually mathematically eliminated Tam Nakano, despite her having 3 matches left. So, man, 2 heavy hitters eliminated from this tournament. It's crazy. Really, really crazy. And the funny thing is, word is that Natsuko Tora is going to be giving Tam Nakano one last shot at the World of Stardom Championship, despite her getting knocked out of the tournament. It's crazy. You get knocked out, you get a title shot anyway. It's crazy. It's really, really crazy. Let's see. Okay. We have one competitor with 2 points right now on a 1-2 record, and that is Saya Ida. Saya Ida, 1-2 with 2 points. She has the 1 victory over Tam Nakano, but 2 losses to Mayu Iwatani and Tomoka Inaba. She has 3 matches left. But yeah, she's still very much in it. But she's gonna have to win out. But she's still in it. Not quite in danger yet, but she's still in it. We have one competitor right now with 4 points on a record of 1-0-2. And that is the current high-speed champion, Mei Seira from Neo Genesis. She has the 1 victory over Momo Watanabe and the no losses and the 2 draws to Azumi and Tomoka Inaba. Some exciting matchups there. But yeah, she's got 3 matches left, but still very much in this tournament. And then sitting at the top, we got a 3-way tie. 6 points each, which belong to Mayu Iwatani, Azumi, and Tomoka Inaba. Let's take a look at Tomoka Inaba from JTO, Just Tap Out, the current Queen of JTO champion. So 2-0-2, Victories over Momo Watanabe and Saya Ida. No losses and 2 draws to Azumi and Mei Seira. And you know what? A lot of people are picking her as the MVP of this tournament. So, hey. Still very much in this tournament. Has a good opportunity to advance. But we shall see. All right, Azumi. Same record, 2-0-2, 6 points. Victories over Tam Nakano and Momo Watanabe. No losses. 2 draws with Mei Seira and Tomoka Inaba. So, high-speed bomb girl looking pretty strong. But yeah, 2 matches left for her. And then sitting undefeated with a record of 3-0. 6 points is the icon of Stardom, the current IWGP Women's Champion, Mayu Iwatani. So, no ties, no losses, but 3 wins against Saya Ida, Momo Watanabe, and Tam Nakano. And she has 3 matches left, but definitely not showing any signs of slowing down. Has great momentum. Great momentum. But don't sleep on Azumi and Tomoka Inaba, because they're creeping up. Okay, next upcoming matchups. Let's see. So the 18th. Oh, Mayu Iwatani versus Azumi. That should be really good. Azumi could pull that one off. The battle between the eliminated Tam Nakano versus Momo Watanabe. Got that. Let's see. We got Saya Ida versus Mei Seira. Ooh, that should be really good. That should be really good. So, yeah, a couple of exciting matchups there. But, yeah. So, pretty much sitting at the top, Mayu Iwatani, Azumi, Tomoka Inaba. All right, let's go to Blue Stars A. All right, Blue Stars A. All right, right now we have 4 competitors sitting at 2 points apiece. You have Zaina, Koguma, Anna Jay, and Miyu Amasaki. Let's take a look at Miyu Amasaki. Has a record of 1-1, 2 points. She's got the 1 victory over Zaina, but the 1 loss to Koguma. But 4 matches left. Still got plenty of time. All right, let's take a look at Anna Jay. Anna Jay, 1-2 with 2 points. She opened up with the big upset victory over Sari Ano, but lost 2 back-to-back to Starlight Kid and Shuri. Both were submission losses. But has 3 matches left. Still has a chance. And, you know, it's not bad so far for Anna Jay. You know what? For this being her first real tour in Japan, it looks like she's making the best of it. You know, got to wrestle in Corcoran Hall. That's where she fought Shuri. So, I mean, you know what? People can say what they want about her. I'm happy for her to get these opportunities. But we'll see how the rest of her tournament goes. All right, Koguma, the high-speed genius. 1-1, 2 points. 1 victory over Miyu Amasaki, but the 1 loss to Zaina. And she's got 4 matches left. Still plenty of time for her. And then Zaina, 1-1, 2 points. Victory over Koguma, but a loss to Miyu Amasaki. She's got 4 matches left. So, very tight race there. All right, we got two competitors right now tied at 3 points, both with records of 1-1-1. And they are Saori Ano and Shuri. Or excuse me, Saori Ano and Starlight Kid. I'm sorry. Let's take a look at Starlight Kid. 1-1-1. Victory over Anna Jay, a loss to Shuri, and a draw with Saori Ano. It's got 3 matches left. And then Saori Ano, 1-1-1. Victory over Shuri, loss to Anna Jay, and a draw with Starlight Kid. 3 matches left. But right now, sitting at the top of the Blue Stars A with a 2-1 record, 4 points total, is my girl, my favorite, Shuri, leader of God's Eye. 2-1 with victories over Anna Jay and Starlight Kid, but 1 loss to Saori Ano. And she's got 3 matches left. So, pretty close there. But yeah, Shuri at the top, but you got Saori Ano and Starlight Kid right behind her. Let's see what their next matchups are. It looks like they got a few matchups on August 17th. So we got Starlight Kid versus Koguma. That should be pretty good. We got Zaina versus Anna Jay. That should be very interesting. We got Saori Ano versus Miyu Amasaki. Okay. Okay. Nice, nice. So some interesting and intriguing matchups coming up for the Blue Stars A. And finally, let's look at the Blue Stars B. All right, Blue Stars B. It's also pretty tight. All right, sitting at the bottom, we got 4 competitors with 2 points each. They are Rana Yagami, Saki Kashima, Tekla, and Hanan. Or excuse me, Risa Sera. I'm sorry, Risa Sera. Let's take a look at Risa Sera. 1-2 record, 2 points. She's got the 1 victory over Suzu Suzuki, but 2 losses to Saya Kamatani and Hanan. So, kind of a rough start for her. And I know she's been dealing with some health issues. But thankfully, she was finally able to get on the board with a victory over her former prominent stablemate, Suzu Suzuki. But Risa Sera has 3 matches left. Yeah, 3 matches left. All right, Tekla, the Toxic Spider, 1/2 of the Goddess of Stardom Tag Team Champions. 1-1, 2 points. The 1 victory over Rana Yagami, and a loss to Hate stablemate Saya Kamatani, which they indulged in a shot of Austrian whiskey afterwards, which y'all should see that video. That video was pretty funny. Tekla has 4 matches left. But, you know, she pretty much just started, so she's got plenty of time. All right. Saki Kashima, 1-2 record, 2 points. She's got the 1 victory over Hanan, but 2 losses to Rana Yagami and Suzu Suzuki. And, of course, so busy doing her Fist of the North Star Pachinko advertising, which she's probably going to be doing throughout this whole tournament. So, but yeah, Saki Kashima, she's got 3 matches left. And then Rana Yagami, 1-1, 2 points. She's got the 1 victory over Saki Kashima and the 1 loss to Tekla. And she's got 4 matches left. Okay. We have 2 competitors with 3 points with 1-1-1 records. They are Suzu Suzuki and Hanan. So let's take a look at Hanan, this year's Cinderella tournament winner. She's got a record of 1-1-1, 3 points. She's got the 1 victory over Risa Sera, 1 loss to Saki Kashima, and the 1 draw with Suzu Suzuki. 3 matches left. And then last year's winner of the 5-Star Grand Prix, Suzu Suzuki, same record, 1-1-1, 3 points. She has the 1 victory over Saki Kashima, the loss to Risa Sera, and the draw with Hanan. But yeah, 3 matches left. And of course, don't forget she is now part of Neo Genesis, new stable for Suzu. And then finally, sitting at the top of the Blue Stars B, undefeated, with a 2-0 record, 4 points total, is the Phoenix Queen, Saya Kamatani. She's got 2 victories over Tekla and Risa Sera. She's got 4 matches left. So, there you have it. Saya Kamatani at the top, followed by Suzu Suzuki and Hanan. Closing in. Let's see what matchups we got left, or the next matchups for the Blue Stars B. So let's see, the 17th. Okay, we got Saya Kamatani versus Rana Yagami. Okay. We got Hanan versus Tekla. That should be really good. That should be really good. And we got Saki Kashima versus Risa Sera. That should be interesting. That should be a very interesting matchup. Saki Kashima and Risa Sera. But yeah, that is your Blue Stars B. But yeah, got some very interesting matchups coming up for the 5-Star Grand Prix. But the results have been very interesting. Like I said, both Momo Watanabe and Tam Nakano, 2 pretty big names, mathematically eliminated already. So, honestly, there's no telling who's going to end up winning this tournament. I know I'm now leaning more towards Saya Kamatani, but honestly, I don't know. But we'll see what happens. So, before we finish off with the results for the G1 Climax 34, here's a quick word on the sponsor of this video, Game Beauty. Check them out. As you continue to enjoy content here at Blitzball Champ Gaming, be sure you take a moment to check out Game Beauty. Beauty inspired by gaming. Game Beauty brings to you video game related makeup and cosmetic products. You have products such as eyeshadow palettes, elemental pearl highlighters, eyeshadow brushes, liquid eyeliner pens by Akideris, and even non-makeup products like graphic tees. They even have special collaboration makeup kits, such as this Persona 5 Heat Wave Brush Single, Metaverse Bundle, and even a Phantom Thieves limited edition makeup collection. Also remember that Game Beauty provides international shipping of $60 or more. And if you use the promo code BlitzballChamp, all in caps, you can get 10% off of your order. So be sure to use that to your advantage. Now, back to your regularly scheduled video. Enjoy, and thank you. Alrighty, it's now time to go over the standings of the G1 Climax 34. So, all of the block matches have been completed. The playoffs have started, and we have now gotten our semifinal matchups. So I'm going to go over the block matches, get everybody up to speed, as well as the playoffs. And I must say, I have a feeling this is going to end up having quite an interesting finish to this tournament. You'll see why in a moment. But anyway, let's go over the final block match standings, starting with the A block. Let's go. Okay, your A block final standings. Finishing at the bottom with 4 points total on a final record of 2-7 is Callum Newman, who won the qualifier tournament for the A block to even make it in. But 2-7, he had victories over Shota Umino and Shingo Takagi, but losses to Tetsuya Naito, Sonata, Great Okan, Zack Sabre Jr., Gabe Kidd, Jake Lee, and Evil. Well, at least he didn't go winless. At least he didn't go winless. But hey, biggest victory was definitely beating Shingo. Like, I did not expect that, and it was a good match. It was a really good match. Beat him clean. So I was very impressed. I mean, even him beating Shota Umino was a big deal, but him beating Shingo, wow. So, but hey, you know, he had his first G1 Climax. So, good stuff, good stuff. All right. We had 1, 2, 3, 4 competitors finish with 8 points, all 4 with a final record of 4-5. They are Shota Umino, Sonata, Gabe Kidd, and Jake Lee. Let's take a look at Jake Lee. Jake Lee, who is coming from Pro Wrestling Noah, which, who knows, maybe he completely left and is signed with New Japan, I don't know, but he's here in New Japan. Anyway, 4-5, he finished with victories over Shota Umino, Sonata, Gabe Kidd, and Callum Newman. But he had losses to Evil, Zack Sabre Jr., Great Okan, Shingo Takagi, and Tetsuya Naito. Thought he would be a little better, but, you know, 4 wins. All right. Gabe Kidd, the current NJPW Strong Openweight Champion. 4-5, 8 points. Victories over Callum Newman, Great Okan, Shingo Takagi, and Shota Umino. So, not bad, not bad. Finally defeating Shingo was pretty big for him. That was his first time beating Shingo one-on-one. So that was a very big deal for Gabe Kidd. So, good stuff there. I figured it was a matter of time before he would finally pull that off. But got those wins. But he had losses to Tetsuya Naito, Sonata, Zack Sabre Jr., Jake Lee, and Evil. So, not a bad tournament for Gabe Kidd, but at some point, got to start expecting a little more now that he is a singles champion. All right, Sonata. Same record, 4-5, 8 points. Victories over Callum Newman, Gabe Kidd, Shingo Takagi, and Shota Umino. But losses to Tetsuya Naito, Great-O-Khan, Zack Sabre Jr., Jake Lee, and Evil. Okay. And then Shota Umino, 4-5, 8 points. Victories over Evil, Zack Sabre Jr., Great-O-Khan, Shingo Takagi. Wow, he beat all 3 of the qualifiers. beat all 3 of those that made it out of this block. Can you believe that? But losses to Tetsuya Naito, Sonata, Gabe Kidd, Jake Lee, Callum Newman. But Shota had overall, I think he had a good tournament. Shota Umino definitely had a pretty good tournament. Especially beating all 3, 1, 2, and 3 seeded competitors. So, still really good. Okay. We have 3 competitors, or excuse me, no, 4 competitors that finished with 10 points total. Record of 5-4. And that's Tetsuya Naito, Shingo Takagi, Great-O-Khan, and Evil. Let's take a look at Evil. 5-4, 10 points. He had victories over Callum Newman, Jake Lee, Gabe Kidd, Sonata, Tetsuya Naito, but suffered losses to Shota Umino, Shingo Takagi, Great-O-Khan, Zack Sabre Jr. Started off on a roll. I believe he started off 4-0, but then just got on a losing streak. All right. Tetsuya Naito, 5-4. Victories over Callum Newman, Jake Lee, Gabe Kidd, Sonata, and Shota Umino, but losses to Shingo Takagi, Great-O-Khan, Zack Sabre Jr., and Evil. And of course, that's our current IWGP Heavyweight Champion. All right. Great-O-Khan, 5-4, 10 points. Victories over Callum Newman, Evil, Jake Lee, Sonata, and Tetsuya Naito. A big, big win over Tetsuya Naito. And losses to Shota Umino, Shingo Takagi, Zack Sabre Jr., Gabe Kidd. And somebody that started off, I believe started off 1-4, has come back to finish 5-4 and to secure the number 3 seed to advance to the playoffs. So, quite an impressive comeback for Great-O-Khan, representing United Empire. Great comeback for him. All right, Shingo Takagi, 5-4, 10 points. Victories over Evil, Jake Lee, Zack Sabre Jr., Great-O-Khan, Tetsuya Naito. But losses to Shota Umino, Sonata, Gabe Kidd, and Callum Newman. And he ended up securing the number 2 seed to advance to the playoffs. So, congrats to Shingo Takagi. And then, sealing the deal of the number 1 seed and winning the A block on a final record of 7-2 for 14 points is Zack Sabre Jr. of TMDK. Yeah. Zack Sabre Jr. Victories over Callum Newman, Evil, Jake Lee, Gabe Kidd, Great-O-Khan, Sonata, and Tetsuya Naito. And his only losses were to Shota Umino and Shingo Takagi. So, finished with the best record in the A block. Really good. And secured the number 1 seed. He actually secured the number 1 seed pretty early. But because of that, that means Zack Sabre Jr. automatically qualifies for the semifinals, so he gets a quarterfinal bye in the playoffs. So, good stuff. But there you have it for the A block. Your playoff qualifiers: number 3 seed, Great Okan from United Empire. Number 2 seed, Shingo Takagi from LIJ. And number 1 seed, Zack Sabre Jr. from TMDK. Alrighty. Let me get a sip of coffee and we will go to the B block. Alright, B block. Okay, B block. Okay, sitting at the bottom with a final record of 3-6 with 6 points total is El Phantasmo. El Phantasmo, 3 victories over Hiroki Goto, Yota Tsuji, and Yuya Uemura. I mean, the victories over Yota Tsuji and Hiroki Goto, those are pretty big for him. But losses to Jeff Cobb, Hanare, David Finlay, Ren Narita, and Bolton Oleg and Konosuke Takeshita. Alrighty, we have 4 competitors with 8 points, finishing with a 4-5 record. And they are Hiroki Goto, Yuya Uemura, Hanare, and Bolton Oleg. Let's take a look at Bolton Oleg. Bolton Oleg. Well, actually, no, scratch that. Let's go with Yuya Uemura first. Let's get that one out of the way. Yuya Uemura finished with a final record of 4-5. Unfortunately, he had to forfeit his final match against Bolton Oleg due to injury. So he competed in all but his final match. So speedy recovery for Yuya Uemura, but his final record 4-5. He had victories over Konosuke Takeshita, David Finlay, Yota Tsuji, and Hiroki Goto. So he at least beat the three seeded competitors. And his losses were to El Phantasmo, Jeff Cobb, Hanare, Ren Narita, and he had to forfeit the Bolton Oleg match. So, still had a pretty solid tournament. Had some pretty big wins in this tournament. I mean, he started off undefeated. So, you know, I felt like Yuya Uemura's been doing really good, especially since coming back from excursion. Okay, now let's go to Bolton Oleg. Alright, Bolton Oleg. His first G1 Climax, not bad. 4-5, 8 points. Victories over Konosuke Takeshita, Ren Narita. Had the forfeit victory over Yuya Uemura and El Phantasmo. But losses to Hiroki Goto, Yota Tsuji, Jeff Cobb, Hanare, and David Finlay. But like I said, overall, not bad. For his first G1, not bad. Alrighty. Let's look at Hanare. Hanare, 4-5, 8 points. Victories over Bolton Oleg, Yuya Uemura, Hiroki Goto, and El Phantasmo. But losses to Yota Tsuji, Jeff Cobb, David Finlay, Ren Narita, and Konosuke Takeshita. Not bad, but I felt like he could have done better. Especially, you know, him now as the never open weight champion. All right. And Hiroki Goto, one of my faves. 4-5, 8 points. Victories over Bolton Oleg, Konosuke Takeshita, David Finlay, Yota Tsuji. So he also defeated all of the seeded competitors in this block. But losses to El Phantasmo, Yuya Uemura, Jeff Cobb, Hanare, Ren Narita. Yeah, those losses to Ren Narita and ELP, those really hurt him. Really, really hurt him. Oh well. All right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 competitors that finished with 10 points total. And that's Yota Tsuji, Jeff Cobb, Ren Narita, and Konosuke Takeshita. Let's start with Ren Narita. Ren Narita, 10 points, 5-4 record. Victories over Hanare, Jeff Cobb, Yuya Uemura, Hiroki Goto, and El Phantasmo. But losses to Yota Tsuji, David Finlay, Konosuke Takeshita, and Bolton Oleg. So, good solid tournament for him, but of course, you know, being part of House of Torture, there were shenanigans, of course. All right. Let's take a look at Jeff Cobb. Jeff Cobb, 5-4, 10 points for the current NJPW World Television Champion. Victories over Bolton Oleg, Hanare, Yuya Uemura, Hiroki Goto, and El Phantasmo, but losses to Yota Tsuji, David Finlay, Ren Narita, and Konosuke Takeshita. Okay. Sealing the number 3 seed was Yota Tsuji. Finished 5-4, 10 points. Victories over Bolton Oleg, Ren Narita, David Finlay, Hanare, Jeff Cobb. And he had losses to El Phantasmo, Hiroki Goto, Yuya Uemura, and Konosuke Takeshita. But Yota Tsuji from LIJ secured the number 3 seed for the playoffs. So congratulations to him. And hey, big opportunity for him. He has a chance to not only, because remember, he won the New Japan Cup, but now he's gotten closer. He has a chance to win the G1. But we'll see. All right. Securing the number 2 seed. DDT/AEW's own Konosuke. I'm about to butcher his name. Let me calm down, Jason. Calm down. Konosuke Takeshita. 5-4 record, 10 points. Victories over Ren Narita, Hanare, Jeff Cobb, Yota Tsuji, and El Phantasmo. But losses to Hiroki Goto, Yuya Uemura, David Finlay, and Bolton Oleg. But a solid performance. First ever G1 Climax, and he makes it to the playoffs as the number 2 seed. Coming out of the B block. So congratulations to Konosuke Takeshita. Great showing in this tournament for him. And then securing the number 1 seed of the B block on a final record of 6-3 with 12 points is the leader of Bullet Club, David Finlay. The current IWGP Global Heavyweight Champion. 6 wins over Bolton Oleg, Konosuke Takeshita, Ren Narita, Hanare, Jeff Cobb, and El Phantasmo. But losses to Hiroki Goto, Yota Tsuji, and Yuya Uemura. But he secures the number 1 seed of the B block. Therefore, he gets a bye into the semifinals. So, congratulations to David Finlay. Big opportunity for him. So, yeah, your B block qualifiers. Number 3 seed, Yota Tsuji from LIJ. Number 2 seed, Konosuke Takeshita, DDT and AEW star. And number 1 seed from Bullet Club, David Finlay. So, great showing there. Really great showing there. Now, let's quickly go over the current playoff standings because they have started the playoffs. The quarterfinals happened earlier today. The semis will happen on August 17th, and the finals will happen this Sunday, August 18th. But here we go. So, Shingo Takagi went up against Great Okan from the A block quarterfinals, the 2 seed and the 3 seed. Great showing from both competitors, but Shingo was able to put away Great Okan and advance to the semis. So we know on August 17th, semifinal A block will be Zack Sabre Jr. versus Shingo Takagi. That should be a really great match. But like I said, shout out to Great Okan. Like I said, he made a major comeback to qualify to make it to the playoffs. So a really great showing for him. And then for the B block, came down to Yota Tsuji versus Konosuke Takeshita in such a really back and forth intense match. And I love the matchup between these two. I mean, two big guys. I mean, both similar in height. And almost just about similar in size, almost. I mean, maybe Yota Tsuji might be a little bit heavier, but they were pretty close in stature. But hard fought back and forth. But Yota Tsuji ended up getting the victory. Konosuke Takeshita came so close, but comes up short and is eliminated from the playoffs. And who knows? This might not be the last time we see Takeshita in a New Japan ring. You never know. I mean, he even got invited by Hiroki Goto to join Chaos. So, I mean, hey, you never know. You never know. But with Yota Tsuji winning, he will advance to the semis of the B block and will face David Finlay. Now, to be honest with you, I definitely think it's going to be Zack Sabre Jr. that beats Shingo. And I'm really hoping Yota Tsuji beats David Finlay. I mean, we'll see. But I'm still picking Zack Sabre Jr. to win the G1. I'm still picking him to win the G1. But we shall see. So, yeah, semifinal matchups. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Shingo Takagi. And Yota Tsuji versus David Finlay. We'll see what happens on Saturday. But G1 Climax almost coming to a close. Well, it's almost at a close, but yeah, it's been quite a tournament. It's been quite a tournament. Anyway, that'll do it for this video. Don't forget to check out Game Beauty when you have a chance. Happy shopping. Don't forget to use that promo code. And let me know what y'all's thoughts are on all 3 of these tournaments. The N-1 Victory 2024 tournament, the 5-Star Grand Prix 2024 tournament, and the G1 Climax 34. Let me know what y'all think of the results so far. Who do y'all have winning the respective tournaments? Let me know your thoughts. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell while you're at it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. For another Pro Wrestling Talk brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube, my name is Jason Ingram. Hope everybody has a blessed day, and I will see y'all in the next video and or live stream. Peace. Later.